Sentosa was once a British military base and later known as Pulau Belakang Mati. It has since been reinvented as Singapore's go-to island escape. I chose to stay at Sentosa after an unexpected trip took me through Singapore, and I needed some downtime for relaxation without too much distraction on the way home. Hi there, my recreational rangers. I hope you're doing great and living your best lives. Thank you for checking out RedLightGreenLight Reviews. It's Ryan here with another hotel review, and this time we are seeking some solitude at the Village Hotel in Sentosa. As always with my stays, they are incognito so as not to influence the experience during my stay. I chose the Village Hotel Sentosa as part of the Far East Hospitality Group, which is known for its clean, family-friendly hotels across the city. While some say Sentosa has become too commercial, others see it as an easy all-in-one getaway, just minutes away from the city, and this seemed the perfect choice.
Velociraptors were found 70 to 75 million years ago. That is
Three things that drew me to the Village Hotel Sentosa. The pool. The photos online just look absolutely stunning, and I was hoping to find a nice spot to relax and soak up the sun. Number two, Sentosa seemed the place to be away from the city, yet getting to the airport would be a quick and direct trip, whether by road or by train. And number three, the Village Hotel opened in 2019, and considering the slowdown in tourism during the lockdown, it was fairly new when I stayed there in 2023. Let's check out some online reviews. Mandu L921 says, the queue was almost to the entrance of the restaurant. Front desk colleagues were obviously untrained. Waited till 10 plus p.m. and still no towels. The whole stretch at level 6 smelled like garbage truck. Packed with trash from the rooms and wet towels. Location is great with a great variety of kids' amenities. Vince Byron from TripAdvisor says, save yourself the pain. Staff look like they'd rather be somewhere else. Key cards didn't work. Comfortably small, dressed up in tacky decor with dismal amenities. Pools are inundated with people. I've booked my family into a budget hotel. Asher says, everything was one of the worst. Not fun at all. Breakfast bad, the room tiny. Room itself does not have refreshments. The staff like not trained well. Cheap quality hotel. So, will it get the red light or the green light? Stay tuned for the verdict. Come with me and let's check it out as I take you through the room, the arrival, the food and amenities encountered during my stay. And while we're at it, remember to like and subscribe below. Arrival by taxi from the airport was straightforward and I was dropped off at the main port cushion. It's a good thing my driver was more observant than I was, as I could have ended up at the wrong hotel, as only upon departing did I realize that that same port cushion was shared by the Outpost and also its sister hotel, the Barracks. There was a very functional reception area that resembled that of a small airport or cruise terminal with lots of bollards, seemingly in the expectation of a large arrival. Ultimately, this isn't a 5-star resort, and that's perfectly fine, as while check-in was quick and efficient, the staff neither waste your time nor barely even crack a smile. Honestly, I would have certainly appreciated if someone had a bit more personality and there was a bit of a warmer welcome. For example, they could have explained what's on offer and where things are, like that the lifts were all the way on the opposite end across the lobby and where to also find the restaurants. The Village Hotel's charm lies in its utilitarian design, reflecting Singapore's limited land resources. The rooms are small and compact with a clever design layout. So here is where it has its detractors. When you enter the room, you enter straight into the bathroom, not something you initially realize, almost giving it a bit of a Zen, Scandi Japanese, small homes touch. There's no wasted space, and there's the vanity basin on one side of the entry, and the shower opening directly from the other side. While some may think this is taking away privacy, it's actually giving back space to the bed and sleeping space. For privacy, there's a large full-height sliding door that closes off the bed space from the bathroom and the entrance. And this also gives more space to where the shower and toilet area are. Also, instead of a regular wardrobe and separate minibar, these are unified into a single piece of joinery that also hosts the luggage rack, the vanity, and the bathroom mirror, with an open hanging hook and even a shoe cubby below. Storage is minimal, and if I had been traveling with a partner, I would not have known where we would have put the second suitcase. Perhaps on the chaise. This room is designed around efficiency, with a surprising inclusion of a filtered water tap, making this the second hotel I've experienced with this to help reduce disposable plastic water bottle usage. When you think of it, this space exudes an IKEA showroom aesthetic. It features a simple generic painting above the bed and wall-hung bedside and reading lamps. The bed is flanked by a single built-in bedside table on one side and a small table on the other, creating a charming and functional look. Around the room, there are bedside USBs and plugs, always appreciated. There's also a built-in desk that's quite unusable as no one these days really writes conventionally, and it is really too narrow to be using as a computer desk. But the built-in chaise does allow it to be used as a makeshift bed for a very small child. So while the room doesn't come with an ironing board unless you request it, it does come with some fun features such as touch-sensitive light switches, a toilet with bidet built in with heating in Singapore, and the rainfall shower and shower one. These essentials are clean, functional, and consistent. And to complement all of this, there's also a vending machine on the pool deck with additional snacks for those late night cravings, and even a 7-Eleven is located close to the barracks. Now this is where Village Hotel Sentosa offers something you just cannot find elsewhere in Singapore. The pool is shared with a slightly smaller Outpost Hotel, an interesting idea as the Outpost is designated as an adults-only hotel, whereas this targets families. Well, the first pool that greets you is the Adventure Pool, a large free-form pool adjacent both to the entry from the lift lobby as well as the exclusive escalator that comes also up from the lobby. Adjacent to this is the kids' play pool, a shallower pool that also has a water park and seating around for the parents or guardians. As you head further along towards the vista open to the sea, you get to the terrace Pamukkale pool, inspired by the UNESCO site in Turkey by the same name. And this is breathtaking. What a clever idea for land-scarce Singapore. You do get lounges on the pool terrace areas, and this gives enough distance to adjacent people that still keeps it fairly relaxing. And this is totally Instagrammable. To the left is a sunken pool bar that is open to one side of the terrace so that you can sit by the pool without having to enter the pool. And in the corners are jacuzzis in seated nooks. The pool bar has a small cocktail menu. My usual is a Long Island iced tea which wasn't on offer, and I settled for a mojito. The mojito was fairly basic, like what you would find at a nightclub, rather than something at a cocktail bar or a higher-end resort, where you get cut lime, sprigs of mint, etc. Instead, I just got a highball and a plastic straw. So much for the environment. There's also an activity van parked by the adventure pool offering fun activities and snacks at various times of the day. Well, I'm not quite sure if there's still snacks there as it was originally set up for that, because on this trip, though, there weren't any hot dogs or ice cream being served. As a project in landscape design, this pool deck easily is one of the most gorgeous in Singapore. Back up closer to the hotel is a lazy river pool, a tropical landscape flowing pool with fountains that flows around with blow-up tube rings that you can ride around and around. This is tucked away, and while not a long ride, it has enough of a complex meander that gives it a nice seclusion. The gym is located on the same level. It is small but sufficient, and while it is accessed from the pool deck, it doesn't really have much of a vista to the pool. There was, though, enough space for a few cardio machines, some dumbbells that are on the lighter side, and also some space for stretching. I would have preferred if there had been some pin-rated machines and some multi-station gyms. There's so much to discover and so many spots to have a quiet moment or to experience all of the action up close. It's modern, decadent, and voluptuous, and ultimately an epic experience. Now, even though there's a restaurant on site called Native Kitchen and also several other restaurants in the adjacent hotels, I didn't end up dining in the vicinity as it was not included as part of the room rate. I did, however, get some fish and chips and a few cocktails by the pool. The fish and chips by the poolside was delivered in a cardboard box and a plastic bag. Mouth-watering. The supply depot at the lobby is a handy spot for some quick snacks. There's light bites and even some takeaway alcohol. So the compact rooms, family-friendly vibe, and modern casual IKEA-esque decor lends this hotel to be an ideal staycation destination for the work hard, play hard culture of local Singaporeans. The major draw card here undoubtedly is the pool. 4 pools, with each one having a different theme. So for the final verdict, I do give the Village Hotel Singapore a green light. It offers a practical stay without aiming for luxury. Its rooms are a little too compact for some, but you get a somewhat comfortable bed thanks to the pillows and their excellent pool facilities. And overall, this is a relaxing family vibe. So for opportunities, I do wish that it had the polish of a cruise ship, which operates like a well-oiled machine. The bathroom layout is definitely subjective, and the food presentation hopefully has improved now that COVID is well behind us. But ultimately, the hotel just meets the mark. Let's face it, it is a budget hotel that's a little bit more expensive than the typical. And for that, you get that great pool, 4 pools for your Instagram. At times though, you do feel like you're in a fast food dormitory style traveler's motel at an airport. If you're looking for a pampered and luxurious resort experience, this might not be the best fit. There are always other options such as the adjacent Barracks Hotel or the Sofitel Sentosa Resort and Spa, which I've previously reviewed. I highly recommend checking out the Sofitel Sentosa. Now, there's one more pool that only adults can access, and it is on the rooftop of the Outpost Hotel. I'll leave that for a review on another stay when I check into the Outpost Hotel, and hopefully this is not in the too distant future. I hope you have enjoyed this review. This is another Red Light Green Light Hotel review. Subscribe below so you don't miss out on any updates. And do comment below because I want to know what your own experience was or what your thoughts are of this review. Who knows? Your comment might even make it into a future video. And if you want a shout out, please tell us which hotel you would like us to review next. Happy travels, fellow adventurers, and remember to tread lightly, especially when you're visiting a different country.